Kolkata Knight Riders, a team seems like can only win with Gautam Gambhir at the helm.
KKR is one franchise, Pratyush, which has relied heavily on their openers. If you look back to the days of Gautam Gambhir and Robin Uthappa, the top order was always doing the job. Then the season where they won, the middle order was rarely tested because you had Sunil Narayan going all guns blazing. You had someone like a Phil Salt, if I'm not wrong. So that side relied on top order, and that is something which they desperately need. The release is a kind of synonym to Venkatesh Iyer right now, because all that people are talking about is that KKR need to release Venkatesh Iyer to beef up that purse. But I'll go one step ahead. I'm not just thinking about Venkatesh Iyer, because he could still give you a couple of years with the franchise. He had a bad season, but he's not that bad a player. So I think you need to keep an eye on Andre Russell, Sunil Narayan, how long they fit into franchises' plans.
Well, hello everyone, you're watching TI Sports. This is Pratyush Raj and I have with me Sahil Malhotra. Today we are going to talk about IPL retention and the road ahead for all the franchise in our new segment, Who Needs What to win the coveted IPL 2026 title. And we will start with Kolkata Knight Riders, a team seems like can only win with Gautam Gambhir at the helm.
Yeah, Pratyush, I think it's a very, very strange situation where KKR find themselves in right now. The kind of season they had after the highs of winning the IPL trophy when Gambhir was in charge of the side. They need a lot to be done. And
What they need?
They need, if you ask me, I think they need openers to start, because KKR is one franchise, Pratyush, which has relied heavily on their openers. If you look back to the days of Gautam Gambhir and Robin Uthappa, the top order was always doing the job. Then the season where they won, the middle order was rarely tested because you had Sunil Narayan going all guns blazing. You had someone like a Phil Salt, if I'm not wrong. So that side relied on top order, and that is something which they desperately need. Something also which is the need of the hour right now in the KKR camp, a side which splurged on Mitchell Starc, if you remember. They are very thin on fast bowling
How do
department.
they get that? Because this auction is coming up.
Yeah.
And where do you think, what the players they need to release to get that, to beef up their squad?
The release is a kind of synonym to Venkatesh Iyer right now, because all that people are talking about is that KKR need to release Venkatesh Iyer to beef up that purse. But I'll go one step ahead. I'm not just thinking about Venkatesh Iyer, because he could still give you a couple of years with the franchise. He had a bad season, but he's not that bad a player. He's still a utility player who went on to play for India. So I think you need to keep an eye on Andre Russell, Sunil Narayan, how long they fit into franchises' plans, because right now I think these are the 3-4 players they would be looking to release, because they need at least 35 to 40 CR going into the auction, because they just don't need these, they also need a captain.
Saying that the biggest concern is Venkatesh Iyer and the captaincy.
Yeah.
So how do you, who should be the captain? Who are the available players in the auction for the captaincy, or will they be able to look around the squad and make someone captain? Because Ajinkya Rahane is certainly not going to be your captain.
No, I think Ajinkya Rahane, his days are numbered as far as a competitive cricketer is concerned. I don't see him playing a lot of cricket even in the domestic circuit going forward, because his returns are diminishing even for Mumbai in the first class circuit. So he was a stopgap arrangement last season, mind you. He wasn't your first choice captain. He wasn't someone you picked to make a captain. Right now you need a captain. Your ongoing cycle is already in a mess considering the season you had, and you don't have anyone in the pool right now. That is why they were desperate for KL Rahul, but the way events unfolded, they're not getting KL Rahul.
Investing on Mitchell Starc is something that you can understand. The guy performed in the big matches. He helped you win the trophy. But a utility cricketer like Venkatesh Iyer, what was the plan behind it? What they were thinking? Is it something that when Gautam Gambhir is not there, or who is taking these calls? Is Venki Mysore is taking these calls, or do you need some cricketing brain with Abhishek Nair? Will he be that much powerful than Gautam Gambhir in this auction? Who's going to take those calls? It was completely, it was a brain fade moment for splurging so much on Venkatesh Iyer, a cricketer who is not even playing for India.
No, I think you very, very rightly mentioned about the Venkatesh Iyer situation, and only the other Venki can answer that, Venki Mysore, because he never got the paddle down when Venkatesh Iyer was involved in a bidding war between KKR and RCB, if I'm not wrong. Both sides were hell-bent on getting Venkatesh Iyer. I can understand that, because again, he's a utility cricketer, but he was overvalued. He was overvalued by sheer dynamics of the IPL auction. That is what happens in an IPL auction, but I don't see that happening again. And there are suggestions that maybe KKR could be adamant and they end up retaining Venkatesh Iyer. I think that could be trouble for the franchise. And right now, Abhishek Nair, Venki Mysore, they need to strike that bond. Something with Gambhir, I won't say that he struck a bond with everyone. With Gambhir, he's very clear in his head of what he wants from the team in a season. So right now, I think Abhishek Nair needs to be empowered. He's a sharp cricketing brain. अगेन मैं वो वर्ड बोलना नहीं चाहता था पर खड़ूस मेंटालिटी से आता है तो अब देख सो मैदान मेंटालिटी ईडन के मैदानों के इर्द गिर्द कैसा होगा वो देखना पड़ेगा सो शुड बी अ फन ऑक्शन टू वॉच
सो वी विल सी व्हाट KKR does on the big auction day, the players who they are going to retain, who they are going to release. They have so much on their plate. It is an aging side. We have tried and touched on every aspect in this segment. If you liked our video, do like, share and subscribe our video and don't forget to hit that bell icon.